Okay, part two of the golf simulator. Now, without stating the blindly obvious, if you've got an outdoor setup, it's going to be very difficult to project something there. One, daylight is going to make it very difficult to see what's on there. But two, your projector, wherever it's going to go, you might have a floor level one, you might have one behind. Anyway, you're going to have to protect it. They don't do well outside. So a more likely setup is what I've got, which is a little enclosed area or a dark area that you can either use an iPad or a flat screen TV, which is what I've got. So I hit here, I turn around, the TV is there, which I'll show you in a sec. I can see exactly what's going on. I control everything from here, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now, the beauty about being in 2024 is that pretty much everything is wireless or wireless capable now. So you don't have to worry about these ugly cables running everywhere. Just with a few little gizmos, you can have a setup that is pretty clean. Think about it. I've got equipment here, but Wi-Fi signals and Bluetooth signals are pretty stable these days. You could have your computer somewhere else, 50 feet away, somewhere in the house, and this wireless keyboard will be able to talk to it, and the signal would be able to be played on the TV wirelessly. I mean, really there's no excuse, not to have a simulator in your backyard, because running, apart from needing power, maybe power to the TV, which that's another thing, you could buy an external battery, there's all kinds of things you can do, but apart from having that, you can pretty much do anything you want. So let's move on. So we've talked about the screen. You're probably not going to have that. You're probably not going to project onto a screen outside. It's probably going to be on TV or have a stand somewhere with your iPad or a larger iPad to be able to look at your data. So you just need a slightly darkened area outside of the elements to protect the equipment, and that's it. So let's have a look what we got in this shed. Okay, here we are. Dun, dun, dun. So there it is. There is the brains of the operation. That is a gaming computer. Now, I run GS Pro. GS Pro is fantastic, but it is graphic intensive. If you just wanted to run flight scope software, you probably wouldn't need this big of a setup. But what I recommend is whatever you buy, just go onto the websites and look at their minimum requirement. Ooh, look at that nice push draw I just hit. Lovely. Look at their minimum requirement for what you need. I bought this on Facebook Marketplace, this gaming PC, secondhand. And it's got all the bells and whistles. It is very powerful. And it was, I want to say it was 650 or 700 bucks. It's pretty good. That's probably like half of what that PC would cost you. I noticed for about $800 on Amazon, you can get pretty good gaming PCs. As to the quality of the components, I'm not sure. Anyway, there we go then. Then I've got this 43-inch flat screen TV. This thing was $159 at Best Buy. Toshiba. I mean, you can't beat that, right? And that's what I need. I could have gone bigger, but this is my tool shed, and I decided I didn't need to go bigger. If I was standing further away, I might, or I could remove some of those tools and I could stick a 60-inch in here. And I might do that in the future as the prices come down, but anyway, this is what I have. So, how do I control it all? This guy is one of the best things I bought. Logitech wireless keyboard, but it has this mouse pad here. You don't need a mouse. So this thing wirelessly talks to that thing. So this in the box comes with a little USB plug-in wireless device that you stick into a USB port on the computer. Those two talk to each other. My TV, that is wired to the computer, but it could be wireless if I wanted. Now, more importantly, to run GS Pro, most other of the softwares, you need internet connection. So your PC is going to have a wireless card, bang, that's it. But if you want your Mevo Plus or another launch monitor to wirelessly talk to your computer, then you have to set up a second Wi-Fi on your computer. So I just bought one of those little USB dongles, $19, into the back of the computer with that. Set up a second Wi-Fi connection, and then the Mevo Plus there talks to that. So no wires involved. Very quickly, while we're on the subject, you probably, if you've done your research, you'll realize that the Mevo Plus is a fantastic device, but its battery suckamundos, right? So they recommend, if you're going to have long sessions of simulator golf, you either plug it in, which I can do, I have an outlet there, or you turn it on, set it up, and then you plug in a recommended external battery. I think it's an Anchor something. Anyway, one they recommend on the website, and that will extend the life significantly, because that thing only lasts about an hour when it's doing overtime. So there we are. That is the, I'll give you a close-up of the, hello Masters Gnome. That is from my friend when I went to the Masters with him. Right, so there we go. I think this is a 3060i NVIDIA, whatever, GeForce RTX video card. Good ventilation is important, but basically that's it in a nutshell. Once again, all of these devices will be in the description. I've got to show you this, not that I'm bragging, but only because you can't have a golf simulator without a fridge and some beers. For the boys. Oh. There we go, people. Let me stick this back up. Oh, okay, let's talk about one more thing. What do I use to film myself? Or this guy here, look at this. Can we zoom in? Yeah. This guy here grabs onto my railing, grabs the phone. Love this guy. That is very, very useful. I did start off by using my phone up here. So I bought this guy to have the phone. You could have maybe just your iPad right here. You could just have an iPad right there. You don't need that screen. And you're all good to go. You don't even need this. You'd just be controlling everything on your iPad. Not sure about running GS Pro on an iPad. I don't think it does too well. It's quite, I think you need a PC for that. But you could run the FlightScope software, no problem. I did. So that's it. That's it, everybody. That's my simulator setup. I'm loving it. One last thing to point out. Just keeps coming. The bonuses keep coming. I wanted to be able to use this at night. So I have external lights here. These are LEDs. I think that is 60 watts. And I've got another one going up here, 60 watts LEDs. Maybe I'll try and include a picture or a video of what this looks like at night. This is all illuminated and I can play night golf, my friends. How about that? That's my setup. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer everything that I can. Yeah, nothing better than a golf simulator, especially if you're like me and you just can't get out as often as you want to. anymore. Right, hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, will you? Please subscribe if you haven't. Come on, you know you want to. All that good stuff. Tell your friends about the channel. I'll see you later, peeps. Thanks.